Well, hello, my friends, and hello, Sergio. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 reasons why we should make art.
10 reasons. That's awesome.
Whoa,
I
yes,
I can wait to hear those 10 and pick my favorite ones.
definitely. I asked the National Creative Group on Facebook, almost 10,000 members, why do you make art? And I went through all the comments and I picked the top 10 most commented reasons why we should make art. And I thought this was a really important topic because many of us make art for a specific reason.
Mhm.
But, just to hear what everyone had to say about why they make art just made me realize how powerful making art is. And that even if maybe you're not an artist and you're watching this, it may encourage you to go and make some art. So, are
Mhm.
you ready for the top 10 reasons?
Yes, I can wait to hear what the poll, the results of that poll and that give you those 10 reasons. I can wait.
Okay, so number 10, simply just to stay sane. So if you're
That's a good one.
been, a lot of us have been, needing things to do to stay sane other than just going to a therapist. We need to make art, and art is a great way to do that, which leads me into number 9, to get the screaming out. And that is a
Yeah.
direct quote, to get the screaming out. So if you've got something going on within you that feels like, I don't know how to get this out, go make some art. It will
That- That's
really help.
That's a really good one. I did that in the pandemic. The first thing I did a big painting about, the pandemic, wearing masks and all the virus in the center. Yeah, it was my way of screaming out loud and saying, I can understand this thing was happening.
I know, I remember that painting. It was great. Okay, number 8, it's a form of meditation.
Hmm.
So we're getting the
Love
screaming out and then we're meditating, right?
that. Hmm.
Oh, it feels so good to make art because it does. It centers your focus and it brings you into a mindset that is more calm and more peaceful. And it's very helpful and it's very healthy to do as well.
Hmm.
Okay. Number 7, it's a new way to see the world.
Hmm. I love
And the
that one.
world is changing, right? So we need to maybe have some ways for us to look at the world, to look at our own perspectives, to look at other people's perspectives. And it's a really great tool for us to be able to see around a topic, all areas, because creativity is an invitation to look at a problem and see all sorts of solutions.
Mhm. And that's one of
So,
the ones that I love, like going through social media and look at other artists that I follow and see what they're doing because it's so immediate to see how they're also responding to the world. I saw, for example, this happened, when the Ukrainian war
mhm,
started and how many
mhm,
artists were responding in different ways.
mhm.
Yeah, and it allows you to see the world in different perspectives. Love that.
I love looking at other artists' perspectives too. That was such a great addition to the list. Thank you, Sergio.
Mhm.
Okay, number 6, it frees the mind. It does, it
Yeah.
frees the mind. Now, some of these may sound similar to others, like get the screaming out or freeing the mind, but I
Mhm.
think it's just a different way that we express why art is meaningful to us. And so sometimes points will connect to people in different ways. So I think it's important for us just to reiterate that art making frees the mind.
Yeah,
Yes, it's a
I
form
love
of
that one.
meditation. And it also can be used as a learning experience. That's number 5.
Very good. Yeah.
And I like that because sometimes we get into a project and we may think that we know where it's going, and then it takes a totally different turn, or we learn something new in the process that then leads us into something else. And I think that's one of the most exciting things about creating, is that you always learn something new along the way.
I love that one. Art is learning.
That's right. Okay, number 4, we're getting down to number 1. So number 4
Very
is
good,
it
very good.
reduces stress.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Yes, scientific studies show that
Hmm.
making art reduces stress. And I think that that's enough information for us to go off and make some art, right? If we're feeling stressed, we know that this will definitely help it. Okay.
I love that one. I love that one. Yeah. This morning I was actually, feeling stressed because some health problems happening in the family. So I was actually in the studio, making some stuff, thinking about it, and
Mm.
kind of releasing myself. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, great. I love that. All right. Number 3, and this one's a really powerful one. It's because you have something to say.
Mm-hmm.
Making art is important to create because you have something to say. And I think when you can say whatever it is that you're feeling or however you want to express it in your work, and you can communicate that with someone else, it becomes so much bigger than just the words that you want to communicate. It communicates feelings and emotions, and it can really make a bigger impact on the audience.
Yeah, no, I love that. Super, super important. I think we all have something. We all sometimes we might think like, well, I don't have anything to say, but we do. And I think when we make our art, we say it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Number two, it makes you happy.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. That's a great reason in itself.
You may not be stressed out. You may not have screaming inside, but we all want to feel happy. We all want to feel even more happy, like we're having fun, and making art can give us that gift. And so that's number two. All right. Are we ready for number one?
All right, the countdown to one has come. What's the number one reason most artists think we should make art?
Because you will absolutely love it.
Okay.
And then be obsessed with it. And you just can't help yourself because it is so fun.
You just gotta do it. If
You
you
just
don't
gotta
do
do
it,
it.
you feel like there's something like burning inside that needs to be done in the visual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that. Or yeah, whichever, and if that actually fits for all creative outlets, right? Music,
Mm-hmm.
poetry, the visual, dance. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
when you feel it, like you gotta do it.
And even if you are a painter or a visual artist, just know that no matter what creative modality you choose, you will have fun
Yeah.
and you will love it. And so don't be afraid to experiment and explore. Like for me, I was a painter for so many years, and then I got into stand-up comedy, which I absolutely love the process of creating art in that form. And then that led to so many other things after that when it came to speaking and sharing and connecting with people using humor. And so my artwork has always been centered around joy, but now my voice as a speaker is also centered around joy. So I didn't change my brand. I just changed the way that I deliver the message. And so even though I'm doing it in a different way than I was when I was painting, I'm still loving it and it's a lot of fun. And so those are the top 10 reasons. I hope that you all got something out of those today. And if one of them resonates with you, leave us a comment. Let us know why you make art, because we would absolutely love to hear what's going on in your world.
I love that. I love that. And I think in different seasons in life or different day, even different days, you might approach your studio practice for different reasons. And that is okay. You will not experience all those 10 at the same time every time. You don't want to scream every time with every piece. But, I think as we go through life, we'll find different reasons why we do it. And I love it. Thank you for sharing those. Those are really awesome.
You're welcome. Thank you, Sergio. How can our friends find you online and see more about what you're doing?
Yes, if you want to see the reasons why I make art, you can find me everywhere at Sergio Gomez Art. I will be more than glad to share my story as an artist. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And you guys can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Beth English. And I would love to connect with you. So send me a DM. Let's connect. Let's share our art with each other and just bring more of the goodness that making art brings to the world to each other. So tell a friend to watch this episode so that maybe they'll go and pick up some creative art making experiences for themselves.
Absolutely. That would be awesome.
All right, my Thanks for watching, you guys. See you next week.
Bye, Beth. Take care.
Bye.